Our core strength is extremely important on the bike, and today we're going to understand why it's important for cycling, and we're going to get our yoga expert in Vikki to take us through a routine to strengthen that core. So today, Vikki is going to take us through a yoga session to activate our core, which is very important on the bike.
Yes, absolutely. If we can switch our core on, we can be more planted on the saddle, so we can be more efficient when we ride. We can send all of our energy down into the legs, keeping the upper body more still, and we're not going to lose that energy in the upper body.
All right, let's get to it.
We're going to take the hands to the mat. We're going to find a tabletop position to begin. So we want the shoulders over the wrists, hands flat to the floor, and the hips over the knees. Now we're going to come to our high plank pose. So we're going to tuck the toes and extend the legs out long, out the back, knees are away from the floor. So take a deep breath in. We're going to press the floor away and lift that space between the shoulder blades. Draw the belly in tight and squeeze the butt. Firm the thighs, so we're nice and strong in the plank. Take a deep breath in. Slow breath out. This breath is going to be really key. Take one more here. On your inhale, we're going to draw the right knee between the arms. And then exhale, send it back. Left knee in, inhale. Exhale, send it back. This can be done on the knees if this is really tough. So you might inhale, draw the knee in. Exhale, send it back. Left knee in, inhale. Exhale, send it back. Really nice. Come down to the knees. So a little bit of fire for the belly there, for the core. We're going to keep the hands to the mat, coming to downward facing dog. Tuck the toes. Inhale, sit bones nice and high. And as you exhale, gently allow the heels down towards the floor. They do not have to touch. It's this upside down V shape. Take a deep breath in. We're finding the stretch in the backs of the legs. And as you exhale, press the floor away. So we're going to take the chest back towards the thighs. Your knees can be very bent here if you need. So if the stretch in the backs of the legs is quite intense, we'll bend the knee. You can still access hamstrings with bent legs. We want a nice long spine, really nice. Take a breath. On your inhale, we're going to step the right foot forwards to the top of the mat. And we're going to plant the left foot down to the mat. So you're going to take the toes out a little way towards the left. And as you inhale, we're going to reach the arms up. So we're in a lunge position. Okay, so the energy is down to the mat. We're going to drive down through that front heel. This back leg is strong and straight. The toes we want pointing to the top left corner of your mat. So if you draw the toes around a little way, it's going to help you draw that hip around a little more to the front. Lovely. So we're reaching the arms up, but for now, if you want to drop the arms, if this is a lot, you might take the hands to the waist. We're going to draw the belly in. And we want to be strong and stable here. So as we're in the lunge, we're really working muscle endurance in this right leg, this thigh. Keep the belly drawn in to be stable. So we're strong in the legs here. And then on your in-breath, you might reach the arms up. You might notice if you draw the belly in and you inhale and reach high, we can feel a little lightness in the upper body. So all of our energy is down to the mat through that front heel and strong and straight through that back leg. So that's where we want to be working. We want to feel lightness in the upper body, no effort. Take a breath. Really nice. On your inhale, we're going to open the hips to the left for warrior two. So as you open the hips to the left, this left heel is going to swing round. So your back foot is more parallel with the top edge of the mat, but your right foot is still pointing forwards. So we're going to keep the lunge, keep bending into that right leg. Really nice, beautiful. Take the arms out to the sides. We're going to take a breath here. It's just transitioning through this one. Keep the lunge. We're going to drop the right elbow to the right thigh and take the left arm overhead. So once again, energy down to the mat, bending deeply into the right leg, still working that right thigh. Pressing outside edge of that left foot into the mat and drawing this stretch up the full left side of the body and out through the fingertips. So notice how much weight you have through this elbow into this thigh. If it feels like a lot, we're going to draw the belly in, activate the core and take some of that weight away. So we have to activate the core to hold us and not have so much weight through that thigh. Strong, yeah? Take a deep breath. One more here. Keep breathing. Breathing is key. Nice full breaths. Really nice. Take both hands down to the mat. Step to your downward dog. Inhale, sit bones high again. Exhale, gently pressing the heels to the mat. You'll notice a little release now through that right thigh. So really working that right leg quite strongly, but it's not sensation that you're not used to. We just need to breathe through it. Inhale, steps the left foot forwards, top of the mat. I'm going to come to the left side. Reach the arms up. We're back in the lunge. This is warrior one. And as you exhale, bending deeply into the left leg, really nice. Be mindful of those right toes, Manon. Can they come more to the top right-hand corner of your mat? Lovely. We really want to draw the hips round this way a little. They don't need to be square. We're just going to send energy that way. So we take a breath or two to settle in. Pushing down through that front heel. Strong and straight in the back leg. So the energy is down. And again, we find this lift and this lightness in the upper body. The breath is key. It will change the way the poses feel. When you're working hard, we need more breath. Breathe deeply. We can change the sensation, ease the tension. Take one more here. And then on your inhale, we're opening to the right for warrior two. And you're going to draw that right heel around so the right foot is parallel with the back edge of the mat. Bending into that left leg again for warrior two, out to the side with the arms. Take a breath. And then we're going to drop that left elbow to the left thigh, reach the right arm overhead. Again, energy down through that left heel, pressing the outside edge of that right foot into the mat, reach through the top arm. And then we activate the core, so draw the belly in, lift some of that weight away from the left thigh. Slow breath. Take one more here. Really nice. Take both hands down to the mat. Step that left foot back to meet the right, downward dog.
Oh, it's harder than it looks, that one.
Take a full breath in and out. And we're going to walk to the top of the mat, as many steps as you need. And then very carefully curl the body up to stand. The head comes last. Really nice. So you start to feel some fire in the thighs now. So we're really working muscle endurance. They're strong muscles and it's not sensation that you're not familiar with. So when you're working hard, we just need to breathe more deeply, and it really relates to time on the bike as well. So fuller breath will ease the sensation in the legs, and you can keep going or go harder. So we're going to take a couple of balances now. So core is really important to balance, and it's really good for your focus. So we'll start by shifting the weight onto the left foot. We're going to take the left hand on the waist. So we want to lift through the top of the head and draw the belly in, so we've got that core active. And as you inhale, we're going to lift the right knee and take hold of the right knee into the right hand. Find somewhere in front of you that's not moving where you can fix your gaze. You'll notice we're going to bring a little fire to this standing leg, this left thigh. And on your inhale, we're going to stand a little taller. Draw the belly in again. Really nice. One more here. And release that foot. Really nice. Other side. Balance is good. Take the right hand to the waist. So really grounding through the right foot now. We're going to switch that right thigh on. So nice strong leg. Stand tall. So this lifting through the top of the head. So again, this lightness in the upper body, drawing the belly in tight for the core, all really key for balance. And as you inhale, we lift the left knee and take it into the left hand. So it's really important to know that you can keep that core engaged and the breath can still flow deeply. So particularly when you're working hard on the bike and all of your energy is through the legs, you can still slow the breath and keep that energy down through the legs and plant it on the saddle. Take one more here.
And release. Take this left leg down, really nice. Come to the top of the mat then. We're going to take the feet about hip width apart. We're going to come back down to the floor. So as you inhale, we're going to reach the arms high. Palms touch at the top. And then as you exhale, we're going to fold forwards. Place the hands to the mat, as much bend in the knees as you need. Take a step back, we're coming to the downward facing dog. Take an inhale, sit bones nice and high, the upside down V. As you exhale, gently pressing heels down to the floor. Take a breath. And out. I'm going to step through to seated, so stepping to the middle of the mat, taking the bum down to the floor. So we're going to do a couple of variations of boat pose, again, to really activate the core. So you're going to have your sit bones to the mat, toes to the mat, and take hold of the backs of the thighs. So we take an inhale to prepare, sit tall, draw the belly in, and then we're going to exhale, lift the toes. We arrive in the pose. So nice long breaths, keep the belly drawn in so core is active. I really want to slow the breath down here. So it's really common to get the shakes here, and that's okay, it's just sensation.
Glad it's not only me.
We'll take one more breath. And then we'll hug the knees, the toes can come down. Really nice. So we're going to take two more. Take a breath in. And out. Okay, same setup. Sit bones to the mat, toes to the mat, holding backs of thighs. Inhale, sit tall, draw the belly in. Exhale, lift the toes. And if this is plenty for you, first round, you stay here. This is already work, this is okay. If you're feeling okay here and the breath is still long, you might release the arms. If you release the arms, then we want the chest open, so you're going to look up. Lengthen the breath. It's got to make it longer than your natural breath. You can hold the thighs. One more here. Notice how you can keep that core really tight, belly drawn in, but still the breath can flow long. And then we hug the knees and the toes come back down. Just one more. Deep breath in. And out. Really nice. Okay, set up, toes to the mat. Sit bones to the mat. Inhale, sit tall, belly draws in to prepare. Exhale, we arrive, lift the toes. And again, you can stay here. You might release the arms again, or try it if you haven't already. For those that are feeling comfortable here, you might extend the legs.
That looks very advanced.
Long breath. You will get the shakes, it's okay, smiling's okay. Take last breath here. And hug the knees. Really nice, toes can come down. So we really have activated a lot of the core muscles there now. So we're gonna swing round, the legs around the side, come to lying on your belly, and we're just gonna take a pose to ease and lengthen through the front of the body here so we can ease some of those tight muscles. So coming down to your belly, we're gonna have the forearms on the floor. So we want a little engagement of the butt. So we're squeezing the butt a little bit, not super tight, just to protect the lower back here. So there's going to be a little compression in the lower back, and that's okay. A little compression is healthy. So we're going to take a breath in, press the elbows down into the mat so we lift the chest. Shoulder blades are going to come down the back, and we're going to lift the gaze. So we're thinking about this length in the front of the body. This hopefully isn't very intense. We're finding some space from the navel all the way to your sternum, just to ease out those tight abdominal muscles that we have been working so hard. Two more here. Last one. Really nice. You can make a pillow with the hands. Take a little moment to rest.
I have to say that was a nice, short, sharp session. I could really feel like my core and my legs working in that session, and that's a great session to do on the back of some of the other
Absolutely,
other
yeah.
yoga
Yeah,
sessions.
little tag on to either of the others, yeah.
Yeah, well, let us know what you thought of it in the comments section below, and let me know if you started shaking in that as well.